Hello everyone, Eternia here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Happy Birthday Goofy event. Now, as you can see, I've already completed these events, but I did want to go ahead and do a little walkthrough of each quest, and then I wanted to talk about the Goofy medal itself. So, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start off by apologizing because I am sick again. So if I sound weird, it is because I am sick again. So, yeah, what's happening there and why I'm sick again is because, well, me and a coworker basically keep passing the sickness back and forth to each other. So, it is not fun. I got it from her first, then I got it, and then she got sick again, and then I got sick again, so yay for that. But as you can see, in the first quest, it's just opening chests and defeating the pretenders. And this is the same pattern for each quest. And honestly, it's very straightforward, very easy, and you just go in each quest, open up all the chests, defeat each enemy. And I really like that they made it that straightforward and that easy, that way everybody can have access to this medal, everybody can get this medal. So I'm very glad that they made it easily accessible for everyone, whether you're free to play, cheap to play, or pay to win. But with that being said, the Goofy medal itself, well, let me put it this way, it is not a bad medal, especially since, all things considered, there aren't a whole lot of AoE power medals out there. I've noticed that most of the power medals are single target, or you have random ones like Meowjesty here. But if you don't have another power AoE medal, Classic Goofy can actually be pretty useful. And the closest comparison that I can actually think of for Classic Goofy would probably be Cerberus, just because they have a very similar multiplier. But the only downside with Classic Goofy is that he is 4 gauges. If he wasn't 4 gauges, I could actually see him being even more useful than what he is. But because he's 4 gauges, he's very costly. And honestly, that is the downside and why I personally won't be using Classic Goofy, just because he's way too expensive. And if I'm going to use a 4 gauge, I'm personally going to use Zyax. Now I know not everybody has access to Cerberus or Zyax. So, with that being said, wow, that was perfect, I just ran out of room. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a Classic Goofy that I already got up to 100%, and he actually has a fairly decent multiplier. 2.7 is not that bad. Like I said, the 4 gauges is his downfall. And the reason why I bring up Cerberus is because I was looking at my own medals, and the closest thing that I could see was Cerberus. Now, I don't have a Gilted Cerberus to compare to, but they're very similar multiplier-wise, so that is why I brought up Cerberus. And I do have a Zyax, and that's part of the reason too why I won't be using Classic Goofy, is because Zyax already costs 4 gauges and he has a higher multiplier than Classic Goofy. But taking a look at my other medals, I don't really have other tier 3 medals, power medals that are AoE like that. I have quite a few other medals like Timeless Repeat here which he is a lot weaker. And then you also have things like Musketeer Goofy, who is also weaker, but he requires far less gauges. But with that being said, if you do not have any other power AoE medals, I would actually recommend using him and benefiting from the fact that he is a power AoE medal. Because looking at most of my medals, they are single target hitters, power medal wise. So definitely pick up Classic Goofy, try to get him to 100%, also because of Nova, but you do get a title as well. But anyway guys, one other thing that I wanted to mention is that Classic Goofy actually evolves by using medals of himself. So the only thing that you're going to be wasting is EXP medals. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and take care!